Good evening, everyone. It's Carla. Just enjoying a beautiful dusky evening here in Alabama. We had 3 solid days of rain and storms, and it finally let up. And today was just a beautiful sunny day. It dried the ground up pretty much, and it's got everything really lush and green. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful night. I wanted to show you a book that I got at the Jimmy Hale Mission. I stopped there today, and as I've told you before, the Jimmy Hale Mission is a Christian organization, and it's an outreach ministry that feeds hungry and homeless people. It has homeless shelters for fathers and children, for single men, single women, mothers with children, and families. It also helps travelers who have gotten stranded. It helps people that have needs for clothing, kids for school supplies. It's just a wonderful, wonderful ministry that also operates thrift stores, and that's, I think, their main source of income. But they get devotional books in and Bibles, and they're just very good that they give these things away for free. This was a military edition of Psalm 91, God's Shield of Protection. And on the back it said, Psalm 91 is a comprehensive look at the only place in the Bible where all of the protection promises are brought together in one collection. Find protection from your greatest fears. So I just thought I would start and maybe read Psalm 91. And then there's a little neighbor dog over here, comes visit. We have a little outdoor cat. This is Kitty Kitty, who adopted us. And up on our porch we have a little black feral cat that has been coming in. She's getting closer all the time, and she's actually gotten to where she lets us pet her head. But this poor little dog, neighbors moved away and just left him. And so he goes to this nice house across the road. He comes to us, and I think there's a third house in the back that actually feeds him. So he's quite well fed. He's a good boy. And of course we named him really original. That's Puppy Puppy. Puppy Puppy and Kitty Kitty. But yeah, I would take a minute here and read Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For it is he who delivers you from the snare of the trapper and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you may seek refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and a bulwark. You will not be afraid of the terror by day, or of the arrow that flies by night, of the pestilence that stalks in darkness, or of the destruction that lays waste at noon. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not approach you. You will only look on with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked. For you have made the Lord my refuge, even the Most High your dwelling place. No evil will befall you, nor will any plague come near your tent. For he will give his angels charge concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will bear you up in their hands, that you do not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and cobra, the young lion and the serpent you will trample down. Because he has loved me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him securely on high, because he has known my name. He will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will rescue him and honor him. With a long life I will satisfy him and let him behold my salvation. That is a beautiful psalm. And I wanted to read a little bit that this book wrote about the very first part. It's going to go through the whole psalm kind of verse by verse. So the first one is Psalm 91:1. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Have you ever been inside a cabin with a big roaring fire in the fireplace, enjoying a wonderful feeling of safety and security as you watch an enormous electrical storm pelt the landscape outside. It is a warm, wonderful sensation knowing that you are sheltered and protected even as the storm is raging around you. And that is what Psalm 91 is all about, shelter. Did you know that there is a place in God, a secret place for those who want to seek refuge? It is a literal place of physical safety and security that God tells us about in this Psalm 91. Dwelling in the shelter of the Most High is the Old Testament's way of teaching faith. This gives us the most intense illustration of the very essence of a personal relationship with God. Man has no innate built-in shelter of his own. Alone he stands unsheltered against the elements and must run to the shelter himself. In the first verse of Psalm 91, God offers us more than protection. It is as if he rolls out the hospitality mat and personally invites us to come in. Our Heavenly Father has a secret place in his arms that protect us from the storms that rage in the world around us. That secret place is literal, but it is also conditional. In verse 1 of Psalm 91, God lists the condition we have to satisfy before he even mentions the promise that is included for his part. That's because our part has to be the one that comes first. To be able to abide in the shadow of the Almighty, we must first choose to dwell in the shelter of the Most High. So the question is, how do you dwell in the shelter of the Most High? Well, it is more than an intellectual experience. This verse speaks of a dwelling place in which we can be physically protected if we run to him. You can utterly believe that God is your refuge. You can give mental assent to it as you pray. You can even teach Sunday school lessons on this very concept of refuge. And you may even get a warm, fuzzy feeling whenever you think about it. But unless you do something about it, unless you actually get up and run to the shelter, you will never personally experience it. You might call that place of refuge a love walk. In fact, the secret place is, in reality, the intimacy and familiarity of the presence of God himself. It is our own secret place to spend some time talking with God that will open up that reality to us. There may also be times when your secret place may actually be and exist in the midst of a crisis circumstance and other people are all around you. But that doesn't matter. It is your secret place and your time alone with God. So our final question is, where is your secret place? You, I, and all of us need the security and shelter of a secret place that is just ours alone with the God Most High. So I hope you like that. I'm going to try and continue this and read a little bit every day. And I think that this would definitely, it's speaking to me and help me have a more in-depth study of Psalm 91. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying a beautiful evening wherever you are. And there's just a little shot of my little area of Alabama. Thank you everyone for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.